The door was locked. Not just closed, locked from the inside. The chain latch was fastened, the deadbolt turned, the windows sealed shut from within. There was no sign of forced entry, and yet, inside that room, something impossible had happened. Something law enforcement would later refuse to fully document online. This is the story of Room 3B. His name was Daniel Kessler, 37 years old, software consultant, quiet, methodical, predictable. The kind of neighbor who nodded politely, but never stayed long enough for conversation. He lived alone in a third-floor apartment. No criminal history, no known enemies, no recent breakups, no financial distress. 3 days before his body was discovered, Daniel made a call to his sister. It lasted 47 seconds. She would later tell investigators, he sounded distracted, like someone was in the room with him. But Daniel lived alone. Neighbors first noticed the smell, then the silence. Daniel never missed trash day, never left his blinds closed during daylight, never ignored his phone. When police arrived, they knocked. No answer. They called his phone. It rang inside the apartment, but no one picked up. That's when they forced entry. Officers broke the door open at 9:42 p.m. The chain latch snapped under pressure. Inside, the air was thick, still. Daniel was found seated at his desk, upright, facing his computer. There were no signs of struggle, no overturned furniture, no broken glass, no defensive wounds. The windows were locked from the inside. The bathroom vent? Too small for entry. The front door? Still secured from within. And the deadbolt was fully engaged. There was only one way in, and it had just been broken open. Daniel's computer screen was on, but the hard drive had been wiped. Not deleted, wiped. A clean overwrite. His phone was found on the kitchen counter. Factory reset. The router logs? Manually cleared. Security cameras in the hallway. Offline for exactly 47 minutes. The same duration as his final phone call. 2 days later, law enforcement released a brief statement. No foul play suspected. Cause of death? Self-inflicted trauma. Case closed. But something strange happened after that. The online case log disappeared. The public report link returned. Record not found. Local journalists attempting to access the digital file received no response. One reporter later claimed she was told, "This case is not available for online distribution." Not sealed, not under investigation, just unavailable. According to unofficial sources, the autopsy revealed something unusual. There were microscopic fibers under Daniel's fingernails. Synthetic, not from his clothing. There were faint bruises on his upper arms, symmetrical, as if someone had gripped him tightly. But those notes never appeared in the final digital summary, only in the original draft. A draft that was later revised. The first responding officer, Mark Halpern, requested a follow-up investigation. He cited inconsistencies in the scene. 2 weeks later, he was transferred to another department. No explanation given. He declined interviews. And when contacted years later, he responded with just one sentence. Some doors are locked for a reason. Here's the part that still doesn't make sense. When forensic teams analysed the room's dust patterns, they found a partial footprint near the window, facing inward. The dust around it was undisturbed, meaning it had been there before the body was discovered. But there was no second exit, no broken seal, no hidden passage, no rope marks, no tampering with hinges. The building was 40 feet above ground. There was no balcony. Daniel Kessler's death remains officially closed, but the full report has never resurfaced online. The hallway footage is gone. The digital logs are erased. The draft autopsy vanished. And the locked room remains locked in memory. So here's the question. If no one entered that apartment, if no one left, and if the door was truly locked from the inside, then who reset the phone? Who wiped the computer? And who stood near that window, leaving behind a footprint that couldn't exist? Some mysteries aren't unsolved. They're unpublished. And sometimes, the most disturbing evidence is the evidence that disappears. Subscribe to my YouTube channel for more crime stories like this.